Only special forces use this. You special forces, Edward? Are you? I think you're a spy, Edward. A Red Cross parcel, Edward. Sign here, I'll give it to you. Like you, I'm a military man. I'm trying to make things easy. Simply sign the paper, Edward, and you can have it.
It goes without saying that under no circumstances should you sign anything. Once they've got your signature, it could be used for all kinds of propaganda.
Pay attention.
You've been very difficult, Edward. Perhaps we should try another method. Do you want to be dead, Stone?
Never underestimate your importance as a new captive. If they wanted you dead, you probably already would be. The chances are that they are under strict orders to keep you alive until a professional interrogation can begin.
Look up.
Until then, they will take it in turns to interrogate you and your fellow captives, playing one against the other in a constant barrage of questioning and abuse.
Show me on the map where the target was. Do you want to drink, Peter? Yes or no? Do you want to drink, Peter? What's this for, Peter?
Guards! Between interrogation sessions, you will probably undergo unrelenting softening up techniques day and night. You'll be deprived of food, water, and sleep. They'll use sudden shocks, constant loud white noise, anything that will disorientate your mind, weaken your resolve, and deprive you of your senses. Worst of all is the dreaded stress position. The technique of using stress positions is simple, but highly effective in softening up captives. When forced to remain in these positions, your muscles soon start to seize up. It becomes agony after an hour, and torturous after several.
But eventually, you get used to it, and you can sleep, as I have done, in these positions. You have to. It's the only way you survive.
Stone. I'm an easygoing guy. Who told you the General's location, Stone? Write down the name, Stone, and you'll be free. They'll stop beating you, Stone. I think you're SAS, Stone. I think you've been sent here to assassinate.
24998 609.
Unit?
Stone.
Unit, Stone. How did you insert, Stone? Helicopter? Parachute?
409 998 609.
Did any locals help you, Stone? Are you married, Stone? Do you want your wife to be a widow, Stone? Guards!
These initial interrogations are often no more than crude, brutal beatings with no real game plan. You're merely being softened up for the next stage at enemy headquarters, where professional interrogators will have already been briefed on your capture and be preparing their insidious tactics. Once you are in the stronghold of headquarters, escape will be much tougher. This may be the last you see of daylight for a long time. Once inside, the opportunity to escape will be extremely limited. This hell pit could be your new home for days, weeks, or months, and the enemy will be doing everything in their power to make life as uncomfortable as possible for you. This will include the continued use of softening up tactics. By now you'll be desperate for food, water, and sleep. While your captors soften you up, in interrogation officers will be doing their research to find out how to make a crack. They'll be gathering as much intelligence as possible from initial searches of your clothing, overheard conversations, and any other information they can gather. They're building up a picture of you. Are you weak or strong? Can you take punishment? What gets to you? Are you cool or emotional? This will be used for the next stage of your ordeal, when a professional interrogator takes over. Our professional interrogator for this fictitious scenario is Paul Ashley, a former Armed Forces instructor on resistance to interrogation techniques. The interrogation environment will have been designed purposely to be bland and featureless. They want to deprive you of any distractions that will take your mind off the situation. The interrogator will be constantly analyzing your responses and deciding on the best approach to weaken you. He's looking for that chink in your armor that reveals your weakest point. He may decide to be nice and accommodating, or he may be vindictive and use threats. He'll try every approach he knows until he thinks you're cracking.
A lot of people have got this imagination that thinks they're going to be tortured all the time. That is not the case. Even if you control the physical, you don't control the man. If you control his mind, then you have him. Okay, listen to me. What I want you to do is to take your hood off. Hand it to me. Pick it up. Pick it up. I asked you to hand it to me. It's not a very good start, is it? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me here. Eye contact is absolutely crucial for an interrogator, because what you're trying to do is to get him to concentrate on you. The eyes are the windows to the soul. It's a very true statement. The eyes will move in various locations on a reaction to various questions that are put to them. There are 6 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to recall something, a past event or something of that nature, then the majority of people will move up into the top right. If they're making things up, it'll come from the top left. If you touch a raw nerve, then the eyes will move down to the left or to the bottom right. The way in which you can get around this is to train yourself to keep looking straight ahead as soon as a question is asked to you. Because otherwise, at one point, you're going to trip up and your eyes will move to one location or the other. Now, what's your name? What's your name?
Stone.
Yeah, Stone what?
At this time, I look for any abnormalities with the interrogator. Has he got a big nose? Is he very tall? Has he got big eyes? Is there something wrong with him? And I play mental games with myself. I downgrade the guy mentally to allow me a little bit of pleasure, but at the same time maintaining this exterior presence of the grey man, not aggressive and not submissive.
Okay, what I want you to do is take your jacket off. Hand it to me. Take it. Take it. Now, hand it to me. Take it. Look at me. Now, I'm just trying to be polite and courteous here, and I'd appreciate it if you do exactly the same thing. So, hand me the jacket. There's no point fighting the thing, is there? One way or the other, I get the jacket. Now, what I'm asking you to do is to place it in my hand. Well done.
Control is everything here. The interrogator has to maintain authority and command. He'll use humiliating tactics to degrade you, such as making you strip off and get into ill-fitting prisoner clothing while he rifles through your kit.